Right, at long last, my Edition 30 is complete. Well, it's not actually fully complete. Is it complete? Yeah, I think it's complete. There's a couple of little niggling things that are bothering me a little bit, but it's about 99.1% of the way there, alright? So, today's video, I'm going to be showing you around all the stuff that I've had done to my Edition 30 Golf. Oh, look at that car, man. Look how fresh it looks. So, well, where do we start? So, when this car came in, probably about 2 months ago, it's quite a long time ago, I've had it a while. It's taken a bit longer than I wanted it to take because there was so much more I wanted to do to it before I brought it back on the channel. So, candy white 3-door, Edition 30, Golf GTI, 57 plate, obviously that's the same age there. That's the year that they were all made. 30 years of the Golf GTI. I'm a big fan of these cars, love them. I love the fact it's a 3-door, it's got the original wheels. We've got the R32 Xenon headlights. At the start I didn't particularly like that, but they've grown on me. They're definitely a better thing to have than the original headlights. One of the things that is bugging the hell out of me at the minute, one of the things that I haven't had done just yet, is right there should be an Edition 30 badge. You can see that's where it should be. It's not there because I haven't managed to get one. VW tried telling me they don't have them anymore. Surely somewhere in VW they've got them, and eBay, there ain't been on eBay, so I will find one in time, but I just need to get this on my channel because everyone's like, Calvin, when's the Edition 30 coming back? So it's pretty much had a full respray, right? Because you know when I went round the car in the previous video, there's a bit of rust I think on the rear arch. I say rust, like a bit of bubble on the paint. Do you know what? I can't even remember the condition of it, but it was just sort of a bit tatty here and there. I thought, let's make it all proper nice. So full respray, obviously candy white. We've had the wheels refurbed as well in that sort of gunmetal grey colour. And I keep coming back to this angle because I think from that angle it just looks unbelievable, doesn't it? Look at that, man. Look at that car. So yeah, the wheels have been done. I think we had an MOT done. Mechanically it's all been done, checked over by Will at VRS. It's had loads done from that point of view. Rear wiper, I've left the door open because the engine is running, as you can see by the cold weather we have today, the fumes. We've got what have we got inside? We've got a Jamaican sort of reggae album on the go. Let's get rid of that. Turn that down. We've got customers over here as well. They're probably looking at me thinking, what the hell is this guy doing? 1 second. Yeah, they're all right. So yeah, the door's sort of purposely left open because don't want it to lock itself. I want to get it warm because in a second I'm going to show you what it sounds like when you hold your foot flat on the accelerator whilst it's sitting idle. I'll show you that in a bit. But yeah, rear wiper on the back. It had a rear wiper delete. I think that's a bit of a silly billy thing to do because, you know, it's got to have a rear wiper, so we've had that put back on. We kept the R32 rear pipe because Will sung praises about the quality of the exhaust, so it just made sense to keep that. So we've had all that, that's all stayed. We've had the rear bumper and everything painted. It just looks fresh. I think personally, if I was looking to go the full hog with this car, I would probably change that to how it come out of factory, but you know what, that has grown on me massively, so that will be staying. But if we look on the interior, kept the rain deflectors, whatever they are. Some people slate them. Let me know your thoughts on them. Not that they're going to be going, they're actually going to stay. Interior, nothing's changed in here. It's had a bit of a clean. It's all just nice. Manual gearbox, which is great for the front wheel drive thing. And then under the bonnet, which you lot already know, if you saw the previous video, you'll see that we've got a new intake. And I can't bloody remember what we've had done, but it's all good under there. Very, very nice. And bonnet all lines up, all looks really good. So what I was going to do is, without trying to scare any customers, is if I hold my foot flat on this accelerator pedal, yeah, on the limiter, it just makes a load of racket. Listen to this. yeah, we'll leave it as that because we're going to scare customers off, but that gives you an idea the sort of noise it makes. So what we do, let me jump back in there. Yeah, customers are like looking over like, what the bloody hell is this place all about? They they come down to look at a nice sensible Citroen DS3, and then you've got this bloody idiot in a trav'd up Golf GTI with a hashtag on it hoodie on, revving the bollocks off of it and making loads of noise. Yeah, it's not a not good idea. We'll do that again when I go out though, because I think that's quite a cool feature of the car. It just sort of, yeah, just gives it a bit of a savage feeling. So normal thing, we'll get the old reggae album back on. Now we won't do that. We'll get on the road and go for a little drive, and I'll show you what it's about. Yeah. Oh, quickly before we go for a little drive, a lot of people in one of the, well, I think both of the other videos said, "Oh no, look, it's proper dodgy. Nothing lines up. The door's dropped because like this line, this black line, it sort of goes through and then it just stops there." That's not actually because the door's dropped. It's because this part of the car has like a rubber seal on it and this part doesn't. So if that rubber seal continued through, then that black line would continue through. So for those that were really concerned about that, you'll sleep fine tonight. It's okay, it's just a rubber seal, all right? So yeah, relax, man. Right, let's go for a drive. Just looks so fresh. Like when you walk around this car, just, yeah, it's proper nice looking thing. I'm trying to think what things are bothering me. Like I said, it's almost done. But like the bodywork looks amazing. What else did I want to get done? I can't even bloody remember. It's I feel like there's some things missing, but there's not. The Edition 30 badge, I know that's stupid, but that's really bothering me. Let's just flick that front camera back on. But yes, it's taken up such a lot of my time. Like these projects, obviously, like in the car trade, I want to be in and out of cars as quickly as I can. So trying to put all this time into projects is difficult. But on the flip side, it is good for content. Like I know you lot like to follow the journey of a car, sort of when it comes in. So when this car came in, I think I paid £3,300 for it. It was an absolute shed when it came in. It looked like a proper banger. But I saw potential in it, and talking to cars that, well, it don't look like a banger, just talking to cars in general. Look at that, I'm just going to purposely drive in that direction so you can see it in the front angle. The M6 is just looking savage, needs a clean, but my yard out here, look, it's all quite muddy. Could do with getting it all tarmacked. It will happen one day, but yeah, M6 is mental. At the minute, the Edition 30 is getting more attention than the M6, but yeah, when it came in, it looked like a bit of a shed. But from a business point of view, like lots of people that are wanting to be car traders and stuff, obviously watch my channel for a bit of advice or a bit of an insight on the car trade. I would have probably been better off just buying the car, giving it a little cheap tidy up, and just selling it as it was for a little profit, rather than putting all this time and energy into getting it prepped to the standard that it's at now. It's too good for the like the price point in the market. If you look at where these cars are priced and where they're at, especially ones with this sort of mileage, done 132,000 miles, so it ain't pristine mileage. But it's going to be far better than every other one out there. But maybe at like £4,000 as it was, it might have sold a lot easier. Now I think total price money I've spent on it, I reckon I've spent about £3,000 on it, and I've got it up for £6,500. Again, money wise, that ain't clever. All this time, effort, work, the amount of time I've had the car, it's just not worth it. It's worth it for the car because it's made a really nice car. But what it is good for me is content. I know as much as you lot like it, I enjoy it as well. I'm not going to lie. Like I enjoy buying a car, and I enjoy tidying it up and doing, like this car's had everything mechanically sorted. The clutch was like riding bad on the day that I bought it. That was on camera as well. So we've done a clutch on it, all the stuff that Will done. If you ain't seen that video, go and check it out. Body work, Jason Paintbox Space, shout out to him. He'd done a few bits, brought it back, and I was like, Jason, do you know what? Take it back and do a bit more. So he took it back, done even more to it. and it's made it a really nice car. So loads of torque steer. Let's turn the traction control off because that's just kicking in and giving me a bit of a nightmare. Wheels are just spinning, so as far as trying to put power down today, it ain't going to happen, but it gives you an idea what it's like. It pops between the gears. I won't drive too much. I'm just approaching a quiet village now. You're probably familiar with this village because it's right next to Binker. I film here a lot. But yeah, what else have I done? I think the VW badges were black. I've changed them to silver ones. Again, just silly little things, little attention to detail. I like that. The wheel badges, I put brand new wheel badges on it as well, just to make it look a bit fresh. What else? Pretty much it, isn't it? I've just made this a nice car. And I say it a lot as well in videos where cars, you know, you can look for perfect all the time. You can look for low owners, low miles, perfect history, and tick as many boxes as you like, but as you tick more boxes, you're going to pay a higher premium. So this car, I tend to just focus on the qualities, where a lot of people will say let's focus on the negatives. That's personal preference. I get that focusing on negatives might help you in life, but I'm one for focusing on the positives. 132,000 miles ain't great mileage, but let's look beyond that, because that's exactly what I've done. White, 3-door, it's got the original wheels in it. We've made good of the obviously it came in with basically no clutch. We put a clutch in it. We've kept the exhaust, all these qualities, the R32 exhaust. A lot of people commented on the first video and said, I love that exhaust. We've kept that. It's just all of these things. It's got so much going for it, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to save this car. This car needs to stay on the road as a nice car. So it's obviously a stage 2 car as well, 360 bhp or something like that. We had it dynoed. So yeah, shout out to VRS again as well, because they deserve every bit of credit they get from me, because they're bloody brilliant. But yeah, it's a proper nice car, and for me, I can say I've had an Edition 30 and I've had a proper nice one and I've enjoyed it. So this car is now just going to go up for sale, and if I've got a feeling that by the time this video goes live, it will be sold, because they are quite a demanded car. They're quite a safe thing to buy as well, because they're not going to depreciate. The depreciations, they might depreciate a little bit. Tell a lie, how old are they? They're 12, 13 years old. Might depreciate a tiny bit, but not much at all if you've got a nice one, and then they're going to slowly start to climb. So I won't be doing any draggy times. I won't be doing any draggy times because it ain't going to put no power down, and them poor sheep, they probably think there's a bloody farmer trying to shoot them. But the way it sort of it just lights up. Oh my god, 2-wheel drive cars, whether it's front wheel drive or rear wheel drive, the way that they the feeling they give you is not quite what a 4-wheel drive gives you. Obviously 4-wheel, I talk about this a lot in videos as well. 4-wheel drives, obviously they do put power down, but this is just savage, man. It's skipping all over the road, and yeah, it's not putting any power down, but it gives you a good feeling as a driver. So yeah, I think it's quite a brief video just to get it back on the channel. A lot of people are like, oh, I'll never buy a car off him, he drives them fast. Credit to those people who can buy a fast car that's not been driven fast. I don't know how you'd ever prove that, but do you know what I do when I buy a fast car? I drive it fast, and they're made for it. The Germans built this car, VRS tuned it, and I'm pretty sure it's absolutely fine for a little bit of a hammering. And whoever buys it, I'm pretty sure that they're going to give it a good old hammering as well. So let's get in front of this car quick. Clutch is lovely now. Speechless, lost for words. Yeah, clutch is lovely, drives perfect, nothing wrong with it at all. Needs an Edition 30 badge on the front. I will get one at some point. If anyone's got one, post one to Binker for me, please, because it's doing my head in trying to find one. thanks for watching. If you're new to my channel, this is one of my projects. This is done now. Got loads of stuff going on. Audi RS6. I know that's taken long, but what's the reason for it? The reason why that's taken so long, hardware's done. These turbos that have gone on the car, they've never been on an RS6 before, so trying to tune it to get it perfect, it's been a bit of a task, but they're getting there, all right? So gonna have that back on the channel soon. The touring project, the M3 that's being broken to be the donor car for the E46 Tourer, that's now at VRS. That's going to get broken and the project will begin. I'm going to get some footage on that as soon as I possibly can. The 330D, that's going to be going to VRS. Loads going on, man. Absolutely loads going on. So if you still have not pressed subscribe, pull your finger out your ass, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon to get notified when I upload a video. But you don't need to do that because I upload one every Wednesday and Sunday at 6 o'clock anyway. So even if you don't bloody press the notification button or the bell icon to get notified, you're going to get a video every Wednesday and Sunday at 6 anyway. And right now I'm going to stop banging on. I'm going to say bye, but do give me a follow on Instagram at Calvin's Car Diary, and I'll see you in my next video, alright? Bye. In the next episode of Diary of a Car Trader, I've done a 12-hour round trip recently, I think it was last month, to buy a Honda Integra Type R, yeah? And that car, before the video even went live, sold straight away. And yesterday I bought another one.